All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Free Enterprise Twitch channel. Tonight, we have the first semifinal in the Free Enterprise Twinvitational, the Mighty Quaks versus the Sylvan Spelunkers. Good evening, everyone. I am Z-Man050778, and with me tonight in the commentator's booth is Pidge01. Pidge, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing excellent. Looking really forward to this race. We got two fantastic teams duking it out in the semifinals. This is awesome. I've been waiting for all week for this. How about you?
Oh yeah, I've really been looking forward to this. This is the first semifinal again. The winner of this will move on to the finals to face the winner of the King Crushers and the Breadman's Bakery, which is going to come up next week. So, very much looking forward to it. And this is going to be a great match. And I must say, the Sylvan Spelunkers, the team in purple, featuring Demarine and Silverfire, they've got some revenge on their mind.
That's right. In the round robin phase for seeding, the Mighty Quaks did end up beating the Sylvan Spelunkers, so they're going to be looking to take that back tonight and hopefully advance to the finals. But I guess we'll see how the seed goes. We got an edge start, so that looks promising. That opens a whole lot for them right at the start, I would think.
Yeah, in my opinion, the edge start is probably the best start you can have. This way, now, I mean, really, you might see all four of our runners bypass checking out Baron and maybe even Damsian at first to just start getting the key item locations down. Go get that Antlion, go get Fabul, look for Hourglasses to take down Evelyn. I mean, it could be a very interesting start here. What do you like to do when you get an edge start?
Well, pretty much all the time, Arte and I will split up Baron and Damsian. I usually go to Damsian, but if we had an edge start, I have a feeling that he would take on Baron and immediately.
And here we go. All right, so let's see. Who is the second character we're going to have? Who do you think? Who do you think we're going to see in a second?
I'm guessing Palom.
I'm going to say Edward.
Oh, I was way off.
And it's Yang. Look at that. All right, so let's see. And the first thing, of course, it's the Stardust Rod. That's going to be excellent, once they get a Black Mage, but...
So Edge and Yang. So this is actually, I think, all right, because Edge can kind of carry Yang for a bit. He's not great, when you first get him, but because his attack output is based on his level, Edge can kind of, power level him a little bit. Well, maybe not so much power level, but at least kind of carry the team while Yang tries to build up some strength.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Yang is one of those characters, as you mentioned, not very good at the beginning, but he picks up a lot of steam once he actually gets going. So we have Moonblaze Wolf now heading into Baron, along with Silverfire, and Demarine is checking out Dan.
A good strat if I do say so myself. Ooh, Dragoon Spear. Oh, and we already have our first Adamant Armor. That's a game changer right there. Adamant Armor in the first minute of the game. That's all right.
Yeah, you slap that on Edge, and Edge is basically OP for the rest of the game. So this is zoom.
Yeah, Overworld is going to be a cinch, unlike the seed that I believe my team and your team had to do last week, which the start of the game was absolutely awful.
Oh, yeah. There are certainly good starting parties and not so good starting parties. Edge with an Adamant Armor is the dream, period.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter who your second character is at that point. Well, I mean, I guess it does, but there's a lot you can do with Adamant Edge at the very start of a.
And it looked like I missed where it was. I saw an Assassin's Dagger and a Middle Sword, so Edge is going to be very nicely equipped very soon.
Oh, and Demree's already found Demist. That's going to be a good early Demist check for her. Won't have to worry about that for the rest.
Yeah, the only unfortunate thing about fighting Demist here at Hobbs is that you have to take on Tella. Not necessarily the world's greatest character, especially just...
Yeah, I feel like having Edge kind of makes it okay, but Adamant Edge makes it extremely okay. But this Tella, you can ditch him after a while once you find some really good characters, or do our deals and he can cast Wake on some King Ryus. Who knows?
All right, so we have Silverfire doing Baron right away. Ooh, Crystal Hob, so that makes Paladin C really viable.
That's a good find. That's a very, very good find. Oh, and Demarine finds a Protect Ring on West Hobbs. That's going to be good if they find any mages. I mean, any other mages.
Right. And there goes the Dark Elf. So let's see, what do they get here, Baron? They get the ribbon.
A ribbon. I don't hate it, but it's not a key item.
Well, the nice thing about having a ribbon and a adamant armor right away is if you slap them both on Edge. Edge basically is untouchable most of the game, given the high magic defense and physical defense that the adamant armor ribbon combo will give you. And nicely to note here on Simbu's side, we actually found a Zeus Gauntlet on the way down. So, I mean, Edge having ribbon, adamant armor, and Zeus Gauntlet, that's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the good stuff right there. So, Moonblaze Wolf just finishing up the Baron in. Oh, life potions in Troy. That's a good thing to find early.
Yeah. And some tents are always good too, to keep your health up. No hourglasses yet, and hourglasses probably mean that, Eblon will be in play once they find him.
That's right. Doing Eblon super early is usually a play that I'll go for. Almost all the time, I'll do Eblon like as soon as I find hourglasses, pretty much.
Yeah. Same here. I'm the same exact way. So we have Kainatsu at Antlion, and Kainatsu's going to eat a Stardust and probably die.
777s, I like the looks of that. Oh yeah, Nitsky raises a good point. Demarine did kill Demas, but she hasn't checked the Demas slot yet. Maybe she'll be doing that on her way out of Antlion Cave.
Yang is getting himself some equipment too, a power robe in the Troya basement.
I think I just saw a Thunderclaw on Silverfire's stream as well. That's an incredibly good Yang weapon.
Oh, and for Silverfire, I believe they also picked up an Earth Hammer for Sid.
Wow, all the early game loot, I love it. Unfortunately, they only the teams that took down Antlion only get a light sword for their troubles. And it looks like Demas has the hook. That's a big deal. Adamant Edge in Upper Eblin. Upper Babel. I think they'll need a little more levels first, but there's still plenty more things they can do. The world's their oyster now.
Yeah, exactly. I would imagine we're going to see somebody head down to the underworld relatively quickly, like you said, with Adamant Edge. The boss in the Rubicant spot might take a while, but it'll go down. And we have Silverfire checking out the Flame Dog chest, the only trapped chest in the Tower of Zot.
Looks like Damreen is about to pick up the hook as well. I wonder if the teams are going to make the play where one goes for Upper Babel and the other keeps looking for the Magma Key.
Ooh, Silverfire is rewarded with the Masse. So Edge, oh my. There's a second adamant armor in the Tower of Eblon.
This is getting a little ridiculous. It's only not even 10 minutes in, and we've already found 2 adamant armors. I like this seed. In fact, I kind of wish I was playing it.
I wish I was playing it. I would love this seed. And Yang is going to be the one with the adamant armor on Moonblaze's side.
We say we love the seed now, but watch what happens when we see Evil Wall at Rubicon.
I'm trying to think of the worst troll we can do. Dragon. Probably some long, windy string that starts with a wyvern at I don't know.
Oh yeah, Mecha Links, right? Adamant's Mickey Wall joke. I just have very bad memories from one particular community race that I think all except 3 people forfeited.
Oof. And we have Moon checking tests in the Eblon Castle, finding the Black Cat and Lamias first, throws an hourglass down, which I believe was found in Baron, and now it's just time to whack things.
No life glitch on the Panthers from Moonblaze Wolf. Probably not that necessary with the team that he has right now, I guess. Painman indeed does not care for adamant armor, although the team that uses Painman as our mascot definitely cares for adamant armor.
And we find the spoon in the first Eblon Cave trap chest. So that's a nice, pretty much guaranteed 99.99 damage to whoever Moonblaze decides to throw the spoon at. And Simbu giving us our first look at Fabul.
And definitely going to be throwing the spoon because this is not a beta seed and we do not have Edward.
Yeah, that spoon might actually be really nice for the Rubicon spot if this is hook required.
Yeah, especially in case it ends up being something completely ridiculous.
Silverfire joining Moonblaze Wolf in Eblon. And it looks like we have D-Lunars at the Fabul spot. One flame should take them both.
Edge magic's so useful in the early game. It's awesome.
Yeah, especially when enhanced by the adamant armor. I mean, it'll take down packs simply.
So we just have 3 people. Oh no, two people in Fabul, 2 people in Edlin. Just doing the standard early game stuff, just finding whatever you can find.
Exactly.
So far, they've gotten some pretty good loot for their efforts, I would say, for the first 10 minutes. 2 adamant armors, a spoon, a hook, and what else have we found? A ribbon?
Ribbon, Zeus Gauntlet.
Zeus Gauntlet, Protect Ring. Not a bad haul, if I say so myself.
No, not at all.
Luca Key was in Fabul, so some couple poor souls are going to have to take care of that after the hook is done.
Oh, I missed what was in the Mad Ogre chest.
Oh, I did as well. I was looking at Simba going to Damsian.
So now the question is, are any of our 4 runners going to go check out Ordeals? And the Ordeal, that is Mount Ordeals.
I feel like that's not a bad play to make. Like, have whichever teammate found better loot go to Upper Babel and let the other know if it's safe to go or not. And while they're working through that, the other teammate can do Ordeals. I don't think there is much else left to do in the Blue Planet.
No, not much at all. I do remember there was a crystal sword somewhere. I want maybe Antlion Cave, but there is a crystal sword lying around somewhere. So in my opinion, the one who got the crystal sword should head up Ordeals to turn Dark Cecil into Paladin Cecil. Our wonderful tracker Night Dew reminding us that the crystal sword was on Hobbs.
So anybody who got Tella actually probably be in their best interest to go up Ordeals. Because they would probably also have a sword.
Kate Sith and Chess also reminding us, oh yeah, we found a Masamune.
That's also a nice find for this team. Silvera's shop is loaded. Coffins, Hourglass Illusion, Life Potions. Those are all some pretty good things to have.
Indeed. All right, so let's see what we get here from the Mad Ogre chest that we missed earlier.
Oh, just a cure 2.
And that's, just to cure 2. I mean, that's probably the worst thing our runners have found all seed, and from item containing location, and that's not so bad.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and that's completely ridiculous.
And we have Simbu finding the Staleman chest in the Eblon Underground.
Oh, and looks like Edge is soloing this. He can handle it.
Demi going to join Simbu down in Eblon, and it looks like Blaze is indeed going up ordeals.
Not a bad call.
All right, so what do we get here from the Staleman chest?
Actually, now that I think about it, I made a mistake earlier. Everybody has Tella. That was not going to decide who goes to ordeals. Tella was guarding the hook.
Very good point. And in the Staleman chest, we found the Sand Ruby.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Did anyone check who was on the Sand Ruby? I don't know if I caught that.
I don't think any of our owners have even been in Kaipo yet.
That definitely hurt my team in the last seed when we grinded really hard and didn't check Kaipo for where the sirens were.
Oh, something in the Eblin basement, the Life Staff, which is the best weapon for a white mage.
Not bad. I mean, I guess Tella can make some work of that with his Cure 2 in the meantime.
And we have Dark Cecil as the character in Eblin.
Let's go, Pain Man. Odin at Rubicant, that could be quite rude, but Simba's a very skilled runner. I have a feeling he's got a game plan for this.
Now, there was a 2v2 pickup run last night that had, I believe, Plague at the Rubicant spot, and that was not an easy fight. Now, it'll be a little more easy for these guys with Adamant Edge, but it's still not going to be easy.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be rude.
Ogopogo is the second ordeal.
I'm glad that Kate Sith called it the Nope Noodle.
Yeah, it is definitely the Nope. Yeah, Nope Noodle is absolutely appropriate. I love it.
I think it was Scala who would call it the Nope Rope and the Danger Noodle, but I kept getting them mixed up and called it the Nope Noodle every time, and it drove my friends crazy.
That's it. Well, I mean, what are friends for, right? Drive each other crazy.
Exactly. Boss spot at Hook is typically King, Queen, Eblin, and Rubicant. We know that Odin is at the Rubicant slot. I'm very glad that I have Scala's approval with Nope Noodle.
All right, so let's see if Simbu tries to life glitch some of these Mad Ogres. Get a little extra experience, especially for Yang and for Edge. Oh yeah, definitely. Ah, I missed the item at the, okay, there we go, Baron Key.
Baron Key, ooh, that's a big diversion for Blaze. I feel like with Adam and Dead, she would probably be able to take on Baron Castle just fine. Maybe not the Odin slot unless it's like King, Queen, Eblin or something, but that's a place you could consider checking. I'm not sure if that's what he's going to do.
Is he backing out? The only thing I can think of is that magma key. That'd be the only reason he would back out of this.
He might also feel he's not quite ready for Odin's and Tetsukin yet. Like, even Adam and Edge would likely not be able to survive that at this level. He may have just wanted to check what was in the Mad Ogre chest.
Or, Supremacy bringing up a very good point in chat. Maybe he's going to go do ordeals, get the Baron Key, and get Paladin Cecil.
Ah, that's right. That's a good point. I didn't even think about a Digivolving Pain Man.
Oh, and we have Edward in the Sand Ruby spot.
Oh, good. Well, we have a spoon. Oh.
That'll be fantastic to find Edward once the beta is officialized, because the spoon can be equipped onto Edward for massive damages, but this is not the beta.
Yeah, Simbu just noped out of there. Looks like Demarine
definitely. Go ahead.
Oh, so I was just saying, it looks like Demarine is about to find what Simbu just found in Upper Babel and possibly have the same realization that he did.
And Blaze is taking down the Leviathan at the Bygone spot. So if Ogopogo is the Nope Noodle, what's Leviathan?
The danger rope.
There you go.
Nope Noodle Jr. The rude rope. I love that. Okay, Scala says the rude rope. I'm on board with that.
Bahamut summon find in the Baron Treasury there.
That'd be great if we could find Rydia.
Oh, it looks like Waterhag was the first boss on Ordeals.
That's free.
Slightly free.
It's just kind of unfortunate to find Waterhag there and not in a tougher slot, because a free boss on a slot that's already pretty free is just kind of feels like a waste.
Looks like Blaze is setting up to probably life glitch this next Dark Imp after freezing them with an hourglass. Oh, womp, womp, womp.
Not a bad choice. Agree supremacy. I guess Waterhag can still slap you with a couple of illusions and you can be fine to at least take it out. But King Queen Evelyn, absolutely more free. You don't need an illusion for that.
And we have a Foo sighting.
I'm
Uncle
a fan.
Mop.
We found the 3 old men so far. That sounds like one grumpy party.
Quite the bearded party too. A lot of facial hair in that.
Edge won't let anyone see his.
So it's kind of almost half a shame that Blaze put the adamant armor onto Yang, because the adamant armor would do great with Fu right now, but All right, so let's see. What does Blaze find here, Baron?
The package. Well, if Blaze really wants another character, he can go there. But no possibility of Demas, so it doesn't seem worth it. I probably wouldn't make that play unless I'd be looking for someone strong, but already got Edge and Fusoya.
So it looks like Blaze is going to take the penalty and unequip Yang of the adamant armor and equip the adamant armor onto Fu. And if you're not familiar with the penalty of which I speak, unequipping a character for the adamant armor gives 4x weakness to elemental spells. So Yang right now is basically gonna get destroyed.
That seems risky, but I guess Blaze might just be banking on not finding any bosses that he's too worried about spamming elementals. He does have 4 other very good. He could have 4 other very good characters by the time he's got to worry about that. Yeah. And also, having Adamant on Fu is really nice, because Adamant Ribbon on Fu, he's not taking any damage at 0 miss. That's like kind of a free healer in that fight.
Yeah, and looking at the spell list for Fu right now, Fu has Meteo, Fu has Nuke, and Fu has Virus. So increasing the power of those spells a little bit, probably a good idea, especially here. One media will pretty much take care of everything here. Or not. So the remedy that the healer orb does is a 10% heal. So because it's 10% and he healed the CPU for 1708, that means that the CPU has 17,000. So this is going to take a...
Yeah, a lot of times what you'll see players do versus CPU is reflect float onto one of the two smaller orbs and spam Quake, but haven't fought that many bosses at this point. Fusoya's not full power and likely doesn't have all those all three of those spells.
So Demi is taking on Odin, and it looks like Odin is in fact going to get a Zentit off.
Oh, I really hope she can pull this off. Oh no, oh that's... Oh wow! He didn't do anything! Oh, okay, well I mean he does some damage, but not a one-hit KO. That's awesome. I'm
Alright. Now can Demi get healed before the next one?
That one damage.
Come on, now this is...
You can do it, Dem, you can do it! Oh my gosh, she did it! She did it! She pulled it! Oh my goodness, I am very happy right now. I'm so happy for Dem. I would have been too scared to go for that.
Ooh,
but she did it. She has no fear.
Oh, that was probably the last thing to happen before, which probably would have killed Edge right there. Whew, that was clutch.
That was awesome. And now, now she's going to show us what the underworld has to offer.
I just want to make mention that we are 25 minutes into this 2v2 race, the first semifinal here in the Twinvitational, and we have 6 different key items and 2 adamant armors, and Edge and Fusoya.
Absolutely ridiculous, in my honest opinion. Yeah, Simbu went down to Upper Babel and then exited to go get Paladin Cecil. I wonder if he's hesitant about fighting Odin at the Rubicant slot. But we know now from Dem's awesome play there that Odin is not that bad. He's doing less than 1,000 damage.
Yeah, but you got to think, especially if Simbu has the Crystal Sword on Cecil, that this will make, that makes Odin a whole lot easier.
Yeah. I'm surprised that both he and Blaze are going to Baron, but it makes sense that he would want to grab Fusoya.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, this is taking a little while here for Blaze to whittle down the CPU fight.
Oh yeah, 17,000 damage on a party that can only do melee hits. Like that's gonna take a while.
All right, so now we have Demi first into the underworld at 26 minutes-ish, and now exploring the shops, and I would imagine the next place is the Tomra Treasury and the shop.
Still finishing up the Dark Imps. Oh, she found sirens! Ooh, that's a good find. That is an incredibly good find.
Sirens and cabins, that is fantastic at this point in the game.
2 bottom screens both had the Dancing for Joy for Soya at the same time. I'm a fan.
Yeah, they are quite synced.
It's like Edge and Yang are in 2 shrinking rooms yelling at each other. Ah, get out of there, buddy! Can you hear me? Get out of there!
Oh, interesting play by Demi to skip the Tomra Treasury.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a time sink, although not a very big one. Perhaps there's really not much that she wants right now. We've already found so many adamant armors and good items in the shops.
So, good news and bad news on Blaze's side. Bad news, Odin Spot didn't yield the key item. Good news, it's the Artemis bow.
I don't hate it.
No, and I
However,
believe...
I feel like they
Go
would
ahead.
prefer a Magma Key.
I would have preferred a Magma Key, absolutely, but the Artemis bow there is not bad, especially because I think Blaze has Sid, and Sid can equip the bows. So throw Sid in the back row and just let him go crazy.
And Dem finds another adamant armor looking for the trap chest in Fey March. Absolutely unreal.
What even is this seed? And why? What is the seed, and why can't we get them when we play them?
I know, right? Oh, and it's Rosa on the package. That's a good find.
That's a fantastic find. It's going to take a while for this cutscene to play through and then to go through the cutscene at Kaipo and all that, but Rosa's one of the few characters that is absolutely worth it.
Scala mentions that the Spelunkers found their mascot, and that's a good sign. I believe, I'm not sure how many races this is true for, but at one point in the seeding phase, it happened that whichever team found their mascot first ended up winning. And that includes the first race where my team did not find Dark Cecil a playable character. However, we did find Pain Man the boss before the other team found Palom, I think.
I want to say we had Kane fairly early in our matchup. Us versus you guys, I think.
That's right,
but I can't remember.
I think so. I think Kane was an early character. I don't think I actually found him because I did some weird stuff that seed. Oh yeah, that's right. He was on Hobbs and I noped out of there.
Oh, that's okay. Yep. All right, so we have the summoned cave chest taken care of, and we have sure.
So it looks like Dem did not find a key item in that chest.
Now watch her find another adamant armor, or I don't know, another Masamune, or I don't even know, a cat claw.
Still kicking Ant Lion's butt. She gets to take the team mascot with her. Oh, sorry, they get to take the team mascot with them. I apologize. I was thinking about Rosa, who is definitely a she.
All right, so what do we have?
Rosa is going to be coming along for the ride, and that's pretty good because for Soya, while he has healing spells, it's not quite as good a white mage as Rosa is, and also Rosa is really good with a bow.
The only thing you have to be careful of is putting the Artemis bow on Rosa does actually decrease her white magic stat, so her white magic becomes much less effective with the Artemis bow on.
That's right. I don't believe that they found the Artemis bow because I don't. That's right. I think it was the right team that went to. It was the Quaks that went to Baron, but
Yeah,
they may end up finding the Artemis bow.
And chat noting that the Land of the Summon Monsters item shop, the Feymark item shop, has back us.
Ooh, that's pretty excellent for this team. This highly melee team of Edge, Cecil, and Yang.
All right, so we have Bygone and either Rubicant or the Elements here. So Demi's going to check it out real quick, and this is the Element spot. All right, well, this spot is going to hit like an absolute truck, but shouldn't be, see, 1840 right there.
Yikes. On Tella, though, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, very true. 840 on a Yang with adamant armor. Ugh.
A little bit less on Edge, but this is going to be a tough fight. Moving to the back row is a good call here.
Now, the thing is, I think once the Fu So yeah, players get down to that spot. To me, that's going to make this super simple. The element spot. Once you get food with adamant armor on these guys, not a problem.
That's right. Fu has a lot more options versus Rubicant than melee fighters do.
Yeah. And also, given that the Bacchus wines are down here, I would imagine that those characters that already have Fu will probably want to head down here. So, little surprising Demi's choosing to.
She may have thought it was just gonna be Rubicant, I'm not sure. But on the other side, it looks like Simbu and Blaze are ready to make their way underground. Simbu just took out Odin, who he kind of noped out earlier to grab Paladin Cecil and Fusoya, which seems to have been a very good choice. That fight went off without a hitch.
Yeah, so yeah, having Fu with Nuke basically destroys Odin.
Yeah, he didn't stand a chance.
But Demi slowly and surely is taking care of this element spot here.
Yeah, she's making good work on this spot. Simbu gets his airship, and Blaze not far behind. And it looks like Syl is also heading into the underworld, so everyone except Dem is pretty close together right now.
Yeah, exactly, and Demi certainly has the exploration advantage. So, at this point, probably the purple team is slightly in the lead here. Not too much, but Demi is certainly less party ready right now than the green team.
Yeah, it's hard to call who's ahead right now because while the Spelunkers have gotten further into the underworlds, the Quaks took the time to grab a very, very strong party that's going to make quick and easy work of the underworld.
So I just want to point out, you know what kind of a seed this is when you see a white robe and are a little disappointed.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
I mean, the white robe is only the best robe for white mage users, right? It increases their white magic stat by 15 and gives terrific defense and magic defense. You're kind of like, okay. I mean, that just tells you exactly what kind of seed it is.
Actually, that guy in chat raises a good point. Syl is not far behind the Quacks in general, and they have the best party on the board at the moment. The only person in this race that has Rosa instead of Tella, and also has Paladin Cecil and Fusoya. So Syl right now at least has some knowledge of what's where in the underworld, thanks to what Dem has done.
Absolutely. And I'll that person by their name. Don't just say that guy.
Sorry, that guy won it all.
All right. So Blade. All right, so let's see if there's anything in this next alert chest here. Taking care of the alert without even a summon being. Oh, that's some gold right there.
Oh, that is very, very good. That's 3 key item slots that Dem can check right now.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a little, I don't know if dicey is the right word, but you don't often see people going up the tower without the tower key. The fact that Demi did that and found the pan could very well make up for that little fact there.
Yeah. I think Dem was unsure there about whether to keep going up the tower or leave and check the pan, but I think she's gonna just keep going.
Yeah, it certainly looks like the decision. I definitely think that that Syl and Demi were talking about it.
Yeah, at the moment, we've only seen 1/4 of go mode, so going up the rest of the tower is a good call.
And now you can see the stark difference between doing elements with Simbu's party and doing elements with Demi's party. Simbu, wrecking element spot.
Absolutely. Lots of magic to work with.
Blaze also going up the Tower of Babel, so Blaze is going to find the pan pretty quickly himself.
Yeah, I hope he'll be happy to find that. I certainly would be. I guess it depends. If you like finding a major key item that unlocks other stuff when you're halfway through a dungeon or not.
Ooh, Earth Crystal also.
Oh, that's a check and a half.
Geez, 2 key items up here. That is quite the play by Demi here.
And Blaze finds the pan. He's gonna go visit Pan Man.
And I believe this is the 4th alert chest for Demi here, I believe.
So Syl just finished taking down Odin, and they're gonna join the rest of the race in the underworld with the strongest team, so they can make quick work of whatever they find down here that Dem hasn't already done. Yeah?
Did you see what Demi just picked up?
I did not. I was looking at Syl's screen.
Adamant number 4.
Oh, if only we could play a seed like this.
This is insanity. I mean, once Silver gets 4 Adamants, their team is going to be unbeatable.
Adam insanity. Now watch what he say this seed is so amazing, and then like the legend and the adamant are down some rabbit hole on the moon.
So do we? Oh, this is gonna. Oh no, there's the palette swap here. So this isn't guaranteed to be the Fabul Gauntlet.
I literally fought Milan Z here in a fight earlier today, and I was just like, oh thank. Oh wow, there it is.
Kugelberg asking in chat, how many levels would you knock off your grind because of Adamant? It all kind of depends on things. I would probably feel safe in the upper 40s as opposed to lower 50s. Because you still need HP to absorb an unnerfed Big Bang. But granted, an unnerfed Big Bang do far less damage with them. Still get up into the 2000s. So I would probably say... And Supremacy says, so that's kind of fair.
Yeah, I would probably agree with Supremacy early 40s versus late 40s. I mean, if I have Sirens and the Darkness Crystal, I'm just gonna grind till I get nuke on my Black Mages anyway, but he's right. That objectively is a good call.
So it looks like Silver is diving the Sylph Cave and checking out the Sylph Cave trap chests.
Silver fire.
Oh, so I'm wondering if they're going to split up the Sylph Cave with Silverfire doing the back half and the Marine doing the front half because Demi has the pan.
And Simbu found the pass.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
Where was that?
That was in Land of Summons, I believe, on the boss that was not.
So that's the Bygone. Okay.
Yeah. That's he's got half of Go mode now. He's got the pass and access to Forge the Crystal. Now he's just got to find the pieces that forge the crystal.
Yeah. Which, believe it or not, and we're already over halfway there as far as key items go. We found 9 of the 17 key items.
That's right.
And 2 of the ones we're missing are the Adamant and the Legend Sword. Although there's plenty of Adamant in this seed.
And Syl finds a pink tail in Sylph Cave. So that means that we have 5 adamants.
Syl is gonna laugh at Zeromus at this point. They're gonna laugh at every boss at this point.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, that was the wimpiest Big Bang I've ever seen in my life.
And Yang holding the ever wonderful Bacchus wine.
I usually don't mind dipping in Sylph too much. I just tend to put it off because it's all low probability slots.
So Simbu making the play down the sealed cave.
That's not a bad call. Simbu sometimes will kind of go for these like things that would seem unconventional, I guess, to most mid-level players. Like most players are going to put off Luca as long as possible, but I know that in races, Simbu like kind of sees, okay, no one has finished yet. It's been a long time. That probably means that no one has gone down this one like esoteric spot that nobody likes to do, so he'll go for it and get rewarded for it.
All right, so let's see what we have here. Sheila 1 has
Well, Sheila was a bust.
But the sealed cave, we have our first half of the crystal. We have the Adamant.
There we go. Classic play from Simbu. Just goes down sealed, gets the Adamant. I'm a fan.
And gets the Karate Man as his reward, quote unquote. This is relatively an easy fight.
Yeah, Crystal Sword Cecil like that. 3 hits and it's a free fight. I don't even think you need Crystal Sword for that. You just gotta be Cecil. So that means that Luca Key was on Fabula, was it not? So I guess that's we know
Luca Key was at Fabula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Drake Race is a good point. Like I was saying earlier, Luca is one of those spots that you usually kind of put off to the end because it's a really big dip. And it may be a while before the Spelunkers head down there.
This is very true, and looks like Demi is going up Zot to key item from Zot. Now, the thing that we're still missing that everybody's still very much looking for, I would imagine, is Stole. And we are very quickly starting to run out of spots to check here.
Oh, still found the magnet key. That's nice.
Now we are down to 5 key items left unaccounted for. The Legend Sword, the Darkness Crystal, the Rat Tail, the Tower Key, and the Twin Harp.
You're right. That's really not very much. They're making quite quick work at the seed. Well, I guess like with that many adamants, they realistically should be making quick work of the seed. I guess like the only real kind of roadblock so far would have been Odin, kind of being a troll at Rubicant, and I guess the Land of Seven bosses were kind of tough with Dem's team, but other than that, this has been pretty smooth seed so far.
Yeah, very smooth.
Definitely in the Quack's favor for checking Luca as early as they did. Simbu has been left to Sylph duty for the Quack's team, it seems like.
Yep, and checking the back half of the cave here, he's going to find another adamant armor sooner rather than later. Demi taking care of the Magicister spot, which was the Kaipo officer and soldier.
That's a nice quick fight.
All right, so let's see what two characters we have up here. We're missing a whole bunch.
Yeah, Dem is definitely short on characters, I believe. So this is a good check for her to have taken. And we have Cane Man, your mascot.
So the only mascot we haven't seen yet, I believe, is the God.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Quacks mascot yet.
And
Must be
Radio.
off doing his homework.
So let's see what Demi does with her party now. This is going to be interesting.
I guess I could have seen that one coming, but now she has no white magic. Besides Radio's summons, which can be kind of dicey to rely on, but I've got faith in Radio.
Now, but I do feel as though Demi knows that Rosa is behind the package. Yes. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Demi
she
will know
must know.
because Syl got Rosa.
That's right. Yeah, having Rady as your healer, getting super lucky with Asura at Zero Miss is like the most clutch thing ever.
Yeah.
I've done that in a couple of the practice seeds I did with Artea. No, I don't believe anyone has done Dwarf Castle yet.
Nope.
Dwarf Castle, I find, is one of those things that gets left to the end because anyone can do it, and both teammates usually will just tackle whatever rabbit holes they each only have access to, and then whoever's done first will go to Dwarf.
And there's Evil Wall of the Velvelis.
That's evil, but not too evil. Kate Man doing work. Now Blaze is catching up to Dem, and Tower's about to fight Evil Wall as well.
So let's see what Blaze does.
Oh, Syl is going for some egg cracking after finishing up the Sylph Cave. That's not a bad idea.
No, this has got to be in preparation, I would think, for a good dive, for a sealed cave dive, I would think.
Yeah, most likely.
I would imagine we'll see them go, take Rosa to at least Cure 3 or Cure 4 and be done with it. All right, so let's see what we get here in Edge's pocket.
A Protect Ring. Well, that'll be good for the Radia she just picked up. Looks like Twitch was just having some issues there, but seems okay now.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of hiccuped for a second. Now we're back to normal.
Didn't seem like we missed very much. Simbu still trucking through Sylph Cave. Blaze just finishing up the evil wall. I think Syl is done grinding.
So let's see, what is Syl gonna check next? I wonder if Syl is going to take on the Bygone spot at, well, the Ashura spot with Bygone, because I don't think Demi cleared that spot.
That's right. I think Dem only did the elements fight.
Yeah, so yeah, Silver is probably going to go do the Ashura spot, which we know has the pass, which is wonderful.
Yeah, that would be fantastic for the Sylvan Spelunkers to find. It looks like Dem is the one who is going to be doing Dwarf Castle. Yes, Retzor, Silk Webs stack up to 3, I believe. Ooh, Vivalis at Dwarf. That can be annoying.
Yeah, but Demi has Kane, and Kane will pretty well laugh at Velvalis.
That's right. With Kane, this fight is a piece of cake.
And with a nice little hit from Bahamut, Velvalis will probably vanish into thin air.
Tornado will dissipate as soon as it started. Using Berserk on Bagan is actually something I really like to do, just to kind of keep his arms well behaved.
That's a good point. It's a nice little strat to use there.
Yeah, I like, if I have a Quake caster, I'll definitely spam that, but if I've got melee fighters, I might Berserk one just to take care of the arms if I don't have Quake.
Oh, and it looks like Quack Kid was at the Dwarf Castle.
And the Quacks have found their mascot. And summarily dismissed him. That's unfortunate.
There are Bacchus wines available, and going on Zeromus is always a good time.
Yes, always want those for Zeromus. Oh, so Dem did take Pelham.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what Demi's doing with her party.
Yeah. I wonder who she knocked out for Pelham. We'll have to see in a sec.
Wait, Simbu got the dark.
Oh, okay. She dropped Pain Man for Pelham. That's not a bad play.
Okay, Chet telling us apparently that the Darkness Crystal was in the Sylph Cave.
Wow, Sylph Cave had everything. Including an adamant armor. Who would have thought?
Yeah, Sylph Cave and 3 key items.
We play in loot percent today.
And Simbu heading right for the giant. Meanwhile, Blaze is in a path down to the Fey mark. Imagine he'll lines and maybe take care of the bygone spot.
Yeah, he probably wants the pass, or maybe he just wants the batches.
You know, normally I'm excited to find a sorcerer robe. Last arm. Yeah, gonna say goodbye to the last arm in a second.
That's a big old nuke damage. Got a crystal sword out of it.
Yeah, it's a nice little darting item for Edge.
If only. Oh, it was an Excalibur. I thought it said crystal.
Nope, nope, Excal. Alright, Demi making her dive down the sealed cave, which will be a good thing.
Yes. She's going to be quite happy when she sees what's down here.
Meanwhile, Silver taking care of the Odin spot.
Yeah, they're in a very good position to do that. Oh, look at that quad 9 damage on Dart.
Blaze is indeed taking on Bygone to get his pass.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call. Bygone is not too threatening to a party like this.
Alright, Simbu gonna go take care of what we affectionately call the hair dryer's chest, which is the trap chest on the lunar path. And I mean, if those aren't hair dryers, I don't know what are.
Him going to Giant of Babel and then doing hair dryer is pretty cool because that enables him and Blaze to kind of tackle the moon at the same time if they choose to do that. Like, one takes one end and one takes the other.
Yeah, exactly. And I would imagine we'll see Simbu check Bahamut Cave next.
Yeah, usually when I go to the moon, I make a beeline straight for the bottom to the ribbon slot. But Simbu just found the tower key, so that changes things a little bit. Possibly.
I don't know. I would think that they're going to keep on going, and maybe Simbu will say to Moon, to Blaze, hey, look, here's the tower key. Why don't you get that, check it out, and I'll just keep on going down the moon? I mean, that's certainly possible.
Yeah, that's a possibility as well. Simbu's definitely a very strong player on the moon, so he may just want to keep going. But we'll see what he's going to do. Oh, looks like he's not checking bomb, and he's just going straight for the subterranean.
All right, so let's see. What character do we get here? We haven't seen Porum. We haven't seen Eddie.
Everyone's on Sand Ruby.
Oh, right.
This may be Porum or
Dupe?
Yeah, it's the only character we haven't seen.
Yeah, so we haven't seen the dupe either.
It's Porum, my favorite, but she's not coming along, and that makes me sad.
No.
Oh, maybe oh, that's right. He still has Tella. So looks like Porum is getting to come along for the ride, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, Porum is certainly a better white mage than Tella. That's.
She's a very strong, very, very good white mage, and I don't think it's very hard to be a better white mage than Tella.
Very true. And Get Cooped in chat bringing up an important point. Excuse me. We don't. The Quaks haven't even looked at the package, so the Quaks don't know where Rosa is.
That's right. And with this many adamant armors, like, Rosa and Porum are, I feel like they're kind of interchangeable. Like, you don't have to worry too much about them surviving at Zero Miss with this kind of armor.
Oh, Ashura at the pale dim spot.
Asura on the moon is always kind of annoying. Wasn't Asura at Bahamut for one of the Go mode pieces in the seed that we raced, and that was like
Yes, it was
incredibly maddening.
Yeah, because Ashura on the moon, not overly dangerous because, well, I mean, the only time that she'll do physical attacks is when she's attacked. But holy cow, does she hit like a truck on the moon?
Oh yeah, I actually almost wiped and would have lost all my Ryu grinds. And then Artea reminded me I had illusions.
Nice. That's some teamwork right there. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. No, you're not. Just do this. Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
I was like, oh yeah, I did buy those, didn't I?
All right, Moon Blaze is headed down the sealed cave to get his adamant.
Yep, you may as well do it now while he's still on the blue planet.
Simbu and Silverfire both taking care of Ashura at the same time. And it looks like Demi is going for her Darkness Crystal.
No, Param, wake up. So we are on the hunt for a sword. 3 of the 4 pieces of Go mode have been found.
And Porom getting a mega batch of experience. Because I do believe Simbu is the only one of our runners at 10 key items.
That is one heck of a slingshot.
Yeah.
30 levels for Porom. That's a good day for her.
All right, so Simbu heading back out, healing up, and back down he goes.
I wonder if he's gonna beeline for the end of the cave now that he's done the pale dim spot.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because there's a couple of different logic thoughts here. You know, going down the quote-unquote traditional way, you'll hit a lot of the trap chests, but doing bottom up, you'll hit the boss spots. So it's kind of sort of 6 and 1, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, it is. I usually go for the boss spots right away because even though it takes like a minute or two to get down there, they are higher potency key item drop slots. They have a greater percentage of, they have a greater possibility than trap chests do. However, there are more of the trap chests.
Right, but the other side of that coin is if you do the boss spots first, there, especially the lunar spot, is tremendous experience, which then makes the trap chests easier. Yeah.
That's right, it does. You raise a good point there. But it looks like Simbu is opting to check the chests on the way down.
And Simbu's like, yeah, I should probably equip Porom with a few things.
Yeah, now that she's a decent level. Spelunkers are heading up to the moon as well. Or, well, looks like Dem is doing giant, checking the check. Naiju raises a good point. Radiant and Palom are definitely going to have a fun time in the moon.
Yeah, exactly. This is, I don't know, for being an hour and 7-8 minutes into the seed, these two teams are extraordinarily close.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. The Legend Sword is still out there. Could be anywhere. Most likely in the lunar subterrane.
Yeah, at this point, you know, any one of Silver's or Simbu's chest checking could put us on the go mode. because that is the only thing they're looking for.
It looks like Syl's taking the opposite strat from Simbu, and they're making a beeline for the ribbon chest instead of checking the chest on the way down. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Simbu rather easily taking down that behemoth. And getting a sorcerer robe for his trouble. Wah, wah.
Becca, wasn't that a seed where you and me were teaming in a pickup race? I feel like that was a team. That was the time that we teamed, and then the next time I did one was with Invenerable, and we found the Adamant, Legend, and Hook at the bottom 3 moon slots, and the only thing we had was Darkness Crystal.
I was in that race with you guys.
That's
I remember
right.
that one.
That one was silly.
Oh, it looks like the gauntlet is at the D-Lunar spot.
Oh dear, poor Syl.
So what makes this kind of doubly ugh is that Syl isn't going to the general officer battle because the general's going to run away. Ooh, and we have Simbu finding the dreaded 2 red D chat.
Oh, Dem dismissed Pelham for Porum. That's interesting. I guess because she already has Radia, who's been around a little long, and has Bahamut.
Yeah.
Whereas Pelham would take a while to get. Either one of them would take a while to get nuked, but having Bahamut is very good.
And Simbu's just like, easy.
Speaking of Bahamut, I guess that's where Dem is going now.
I would think. You know, we're just throwing out here. With all the great equipment we've had, we haven't seen an Avenger yet.
That's an interesting point. That is a very good piece of equipment we haven't seen.
Yeah, and given how, I think it does everybody? At least 3 are, no, okay, so Demi doesn't. I don't know if Blaze does or not, but we've got 2 of our runners with Crystal Sword Cecil. An Avenger would be an amazing find.
Oh, that would be fantastic for Zeramis especially. Looks like Dem is just going to be doing some dragon grinds in Bahamut Cave and check out the boss afterwards.
Silver still making their way through the rather tedious Fabul Gauntlet.
Yeah, it looks like they're on the last fight though, so they'll see what's in these slots here very shortly. It looks like Blaze is going to in a couple minutes as well.
Yep, so we have everybody on the moon. First to find the legend is going to be ahead.
Yeah, this is, everyone is kind of checking different spots right now, except Syl and Blaze are at the same place.
Alright, so let's see what the ribbon fight here gives.
Oh, nothing that they want.
Nope.
Blaze is going to be disappointed. Mom Bomb at Bahamut. I feel like that's going to be very annoying.
Ugh. Gonna hit hard and, yeah, annoying.
Still taking on the plague slot now. Oh, it's Mulan, our good buddy, who is probably not going to be too much of a threat.
No. Flame will should take care of the ghasts, and then Mulan will just, you know, get wrecked.
Yeah, it's like, no, go lit 1, go lit 1. He really wants that lit 1 to do something.
Oh, the Pink Puff Room trap chest has the Twin Harp. So that leaves only 2 key items unaccounted for, the Legend Sword and the Rat Tail. Zyrak, did anybody check the tower key? Nope, not yet.
Tower key and what was the other item they just found? Tower key and Twin Harp have not been checked. Simbu off to go fight. That other slot that I can't remember because I don't remember what bosses there were in the vanilla game.
The Wyvern spot, the Crystal Sword spot. He's creeping.
Ah, so that's where that jerk is from.
Yup.
From this spot.
Silver heading to the Lunar Core. Going to check out the chests down here and the Ogopogo spot. And at Wyvern we have Luge and Belknap.
That's not a bad fight to find. HP is dispersed quite nicely.
Just annoying. Silverfire finding the red-blue D fight here.
Yeah, this is a pretty great race. This all comes down to who finds Legend Sword first. Everyone's kind of in the same place at the moment. But, could still be on Earth.
And as we get closer to finishing, I will remind everybody that this is the winning condition here is both runners have to finish, and it is combined time. So, I have a hunch this might play a role.
That's right. Whichever team finishes in the lowest combined time will move on to the finals round to face either my team or Z-Man's team.
All right, so let's see what Luge gives. And we have Silverfire taking on the Ogopogo spot.
Oh no, it's Pain Man.
This is fun. Fun? Is fun the right word?
Well, actually, this will be fine if they can get a cure on Yang.
Looks like they got a cure on.
Actually, yeah, this will be fine.
Yeah. Not everybody's going to survive, but oh well.
Pain Man did not take them down today. He was nice.
All right, so let's see. Does Pain Man hold anything? Does the Bread Man hold anything?
Oh, there's the Avenger! Well, we found a sword.
There you go.
We found one of the 2 swords we'd like to see, just not the one we'd like to see the most.
And that's a pretty free fight right there.
Yeah, I guess Pain Man felt like giving them a break today. Arte and I told him to be nice.
Simbu is going to check the Earth spot, so I'm going to imagine he's going to check the tower key and head to get music first, it looks like.
That's a great call, because he can just let Blaze tackle whatever's left in the moon that he hasn't done yet. Such as Pain Man.
Oof. Blaze only has Yang survive. And now Silver taking down a behemoth and another trap chest in the core. Rat tail.
Oh. Ooh, that could be something.
So the only key item we have not seen yet is the Legend Sword.
That's right. I wonder if it's down here in the Twin Heart Cave.
Yeah, there's really only so many spots left to check. There's the rat tail, there's the tower key, there's this that Simbu's checking, and a couple more chests in the lunar core.
If the rat tail leads to the Legend Sword, that is a game changer.
Indeed.
However, if the Twin Harp leads to the Legend Sword, that's also a game changer. Pretty much this race is so sensitive to just any of these last slots having value, and it could really be any of them. This is anyone's race right now.
Yeah, right now, I think the quote-unquote worst condition out there is it be behind the rat tail, and Silverfire checks the rat tail relatively quickly. Because the green team has no idea where the rat tail is.
That's right.
Night Dew in chat, peeking in on Silverfire's stream, informing us that, according to Silverfire's tracker, there is one more lunar chest yet to dig.
I wonder which one they haven't checked.
It might be a behemoth chest. Krugelberg, rat tail was at a behemoth chest in the lunar core. All right, so let's see the music.
I didn't want to talk over that music.
No, I didn't either. Oh, such a tease.
Oh, rat tail was nothing. Oh dear. So that means
tower key?
Either tower key or whatever chest is left that they haven't done. It can't be Earth Crystal, we've already been there. It must be the tower key.
It's gotta be the tower key.
And they both have the tower key, don't they?
Yup. We're gonna get.
Oh my gosh, it is the tower
mode.
Where was the tower key? I don't remember.
The hair dryers.
Hair dryers. Oh, have Dem and Blaze both done the hair dryers?
No.
Oh, wow. This is a race, everybody. This is a race.
And it looks like Silverfire is going to be just ahead of hair of Simbu, probably getting the Legend Sword.
But right now, I believe it depends on whether or not Simbu and Sil realize that it has to be the tower key. I don't think Sil realizes that, but Simbu does.
I think Simbu will. Yeah, absolutely. I think Simbu realizes this has to be it.
Oh, the Spelunkers never got the Earth Crystal.
Oh.
However, Sil is still going for tower key. However, they may also be going for top of the tower. We'll see.
And the other adamant, I think, was in a trap chest up here.
Yeah, they're going for top of the tower. Simbu is going for tower key. It's
this is annoying. This is annoying.
He'll be there for a while on the weakest boss slot in the game. What a troll. Okay, so I was wrong. Syl is not going for top of the tower. They're going for the key, so this is still very, very close.
And right now, we are going to hear two voices in unison scream out Skull Kitty's name.
But before that, we're going to hear two Golbezes screaming out, ha ha ha! I always imagine that Golbez laughing that line sounds like Titus.
See, I more projected as a mean, menacing. Ho, ho, ho.
You're probably right, but I like it sounding like Titus in my head because I think it's funny.
All right, fair.
Okay, so I was wrong earlier. Syl obviously would go for tower because I believe Dem has already done all the tower except for the key, and they must have just been going for that adamant armor.
Yeah, must have been. So where is Blaze going?
I did not realize that the lunar whale had 2 exits.
Yes.
I learn something new about this game every time I commentate.
Oh, looks like he's going to turn in the rat tail for the crystal armor.
Oh, that's right, because he doesn't know yet what the tower key has. However, he's about to know any second now.
So if we're right, this is going to be the legend sword.
And there it is! There it is! The mighty Quaks have hit go mode, and the Sylvan Spelunkers will hit go mode in just a few seconds. This is a race. This is exciting.
Oh, this is going to be an insane finish.
I'm waiting for the reset on Dem's screen.
She might want to just take the experience too from that fight. Oh God, this is the Luge fight. Yeah, I'd almost this might be just a plain reset out of this fight. All right, so I guess now the question's going to be,
oh, Syl hasn't gotten the adamant.
oh, well, that's a...
Oh, yeah, they have to get the adamant. That's right, the tracker shows Syl did not pick up the adamant.
I got a little ahead of ourselves. Simbu is certainly in a commanding lead now.
Yeah, Simbu is heading straight to use the pass and take on Zero Miss.
Yeah, so Simbu doesn't need to grind any. Let's see, what are his levels at?
Oh yeah, he's more than fine. He's 50s, 60s.
Oh yeah, he's... Yep.
The Spelunkers know where the adamant is. Dem has it, it's just Syl never picked it up. They were just doing other stuff, other checks.
And Blaze has picked up his tower key and is beelining toward the tower.
Yeah. Dem finishing up this chest.
Ooh, interesting. Go ahead.
This is a commanding lead for the Quaks, however, it's still very close.
Supremacy bringing up a good point. Demi never picked up the pass.
Oh dear, you're right. However, on Simbu's side, it's time to find out whose butt are we going to kick tonight.
All right, chat, let's see.
So this is fantastic. I think that these racers are all going to finish within mere minutes of each other, and that is an exciting outcome for the semifinals. Syl picked up their adamant and just gonna make their way out of the cave.
Have to take on the Karate Man, but that's simple stuff. With Paladin Cecil, you just wait, 2 kicks, an attack, and ouch.
That's right. And there he goes. 46,000 EXP for slapping with a sword.
So let's see. It looks like Blaze doesn't look like he needs any levels. Blaze looks like he's going to be good to go. The only issue that's going to arise when it comes to Blaze's fight here is the lack of a true white mage. I mean, Fusoya, now granted there's 4, it's quad Zerker, so I don't think Fusoya will be needed for more than 4 Cure 4s, or 5 Cure 4s, but you never know. Oh, what is this?
I am unsure. If anyone in chat knows what we're looking at.
And we get it from the creator herself. Scala Kitty says it's Caius from Final Fantasy 13-2.
Oh, that's right. I missed that.
Or Caius, however you pronounce it.
All right, now Syl is picking up their crystal, and they're about to head to the moon as well. This is awesome. This is such a tight race. All 4 of these races played fantastically today. If you're liking what you're seeing, make sure to drop all of these runners a follow.
Absolutely. Gee, Simbu is just wrecking Kaimus.
He never stood a chance. Syl is just racing to the moon. This is awesome.
And Demi not far behind them. Blaze gets his legend sword.
Oh, oh wait, no, that's right. Bagan had the pass, because I remember seeing Dem fight Rubicant, but Rubicant didn't have the pass.
And there we go. Finished in first place with an official time of 1:31:08.624.
GG to Simbu. Now looks like Syl's gonna be our next one into Zeromus.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got Rosa, so this will be probably nice and quick for them as well.
Oh, Demi doing a little grinding. Oh yeah, Demi's Porum is not ready for Zeromus yet.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wow. If I were her, I probably would have done King Ryu's, but maybe she doesn't have much that's good for those, since she doesn't have the pass anyway. But maybe she just feels that this would be faster, because maybe she doesn't have anything that could really easily one-shot the King Ryu's like the eggs can be.
Thought she picked up a Dragoon Lance. Yeah, maybe I'm nuts.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, she did Bahamut Cave, didn't she?
Yeah, I think that's where the Dragoon staff was, or Dragoon Spear.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Oh well, maybe this is just the call that she felt was best because it's nice and close to where getting the Legend Sword was. However, unfortunately, because Dem doesn't have the pass, that's going to be a significant disadvantage for the Spelunkers.
Yeah, time-wise, for the Spelunkers here, what needs to have to take a wipe here, unfortunately. Which Quadzerker party with Fusoya healing? Not sure I see that happening.
Yeah. So Blaze not far behind Syl going into Zero Miss, our third runner going.
Okay, we have side-by-side Zeroma's fights here. So, second, I'm going to thank our behind-the-scenes crew here. Thank you to Night Dew for tracking, and thank you to Scala Kitty for being our wonderful restreamer. We can't do this without you. We really appreciate it.
We love you. Y'all are awesome.
And do keep in mind, this is Semifinal 1. We have Semifinal 2 coming up on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, and that will be my team, Breadman's Bakery, versus Z-Man's team, the Cane Crushers.
With your partner, Archaea, and my wonderful partner, Nitsky1.
That should also be an awesome race, and it'll be fun.
It should be.
So make sure to catch that as
So we can see Simbu's stream here, cycling through all the key item locations, which we saw all of them.
That's right, no surprises for us here. And between the two of them, they did get all 17 items, so no surprises for them either.
So DJ Conquers, Dark Knight Cecil, DKC, Dark Knight Cecil, has gotten the moniker of Pain Man in the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise community. Pidge is from Toronto, which speaks a lot of French, and pain in French is...
It's actually my teammate Artea, who's from Quebec. They speak French in that part of Canada, but I am from Toronto. So because I'm an English speaker and he's a French speaker, it was just a joke on the word, pain is spelled P-A-I-N, which is pen in French, which means bread. So Pain Man is the bread man.
Exactly. Jeez. So in our race coming up on Tuesday, I'm going to be the American, the token American.
GG's to Syl, taking out Zero Miss. Their timer doesn't appear to have stopped, however, they would have done.
Silverfire's official time is 1:35:21.723, so that is 4 minutes and 13 seconds behind Sim.
Oh no! Did Dem not get the crystal?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll find out in a few. Oh, and there's Blaze.
GG's to Blaze.
Blaze is finished with a time of 1:36:40.419, giving Mighty Quaks a total team time of 3 hours, 7 minutes, 49 seconds.
That is a fantastic combined team time. Well done to the Mighty Quaks.
Well done. And we have to wait 4 minutes, give or take, for the offering of the Mighty Quaks to the final. Because that is the difference in time between Silverfire and Simbu, so that needs to be the time or greater than between Demarine and Blaze.
I'm really hoping that she picked up the crystal and that we just missed it.
Yeah, that's my hope too. Very much.
The first time I ever did a V1 with my best friend, we both forgot to forge the crystal, and ever since then we've never forgotten.
Yeah, I did that once on a V1. I forgot to forge the crystal. It's like, yeah, can't do that anymore. Luckily, I had the pass, though, in that seed.
Yeah, that always helps. I know the feeling, Kirchen. Luckily for me, I did it on my first seed. And that's why I'm always very specific about saying that there are 4 parts to go mode. Needing the underground access, because otherwise I'm going to forget.
Yeah, can you imagine having everything you need and ready to go, except you don't have underground access? I mean, in K4, it's possible.
Sure is. It's possible in K3 if you have just really good luck in the overworld.
Yeah, that's very true. Geez, so, you know, a K3 seed, imagine you get underworld access, but, you know, you don't have a pass or the darkness crystal. I mean, K3 and K4 control in multiple ways.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that hurts. That's really frustrating for Demarin. But she's got to go back and forge the crystal. However, she did make a save before going to the moon, which is great. She doesn't have to waste any time backtracking. And now she can just go pick it up and then go kick Zero Mist butt for us one more time.
Exactly.
We have all been there. Everyone who's played V1 has definitely been there. So I sympathize greatly with Dem right now because I know the feeling. In our last race, didn't one of you guys like come into this room and find like adamant armor and a bunch of other good loot in the pots?
There was Nitz found an adamant armor in Coco's shop.
That made me really mad afterwards when I realized that. Because like I learned about those pots' existence the day before when I was teaming with Enven.
Well, I can't remember. I think what was I watching? Was I watching Rivers? Or I was watching Rivers or Enven when I found out about the pot to the right of the Coco staircase. The chest staircase.
So yeah, agree with Kirchen. Props to Dem for sticking this out and giving this race an awesome finale, taking out Zero Miss. I'm excited to see how her fight goes.
Yeah, I would imagine Demi shouldn't have much of a problem with Zeromus here.
Yeah, she's gonna make quick work of him.
Okay, and I believe while Demi walks down to Zeromus and starts her Zeromus fight, I believe we're going to get the Mighty Quaks in here for their interview. And with that chime, we do have the Mighty Quaks. We have Moonblaze Wealth and we have Simbu. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, guys. You're going to the grand finals, and I think both Z-Man and myself are hoping to be a worthy opponent of yours next week.
Oh man, that was so tough. That was a tough one.
Yeah, that seed, it seemed like it gave you guys a great start because like there were more adamant armors than I think I have fingers. There were so many adamant armors and Stardust rods and just like everything you could ever want in that seed, except the Legend Sword apparently is like the only sword that nobody could find.
Yeah.
How did you guys? What was kind of like going through your heads when you kind of realized that the only spots left was the Tower Key and a few others?
So at least from my end, I knew that I should have, like, I wanted to go back, but I knew it wasn't efficient enough to go back yet. So we agreed that I was going to go all the way down to the Ryu grind room, and Moonblaze was going to do the rest. But then he got the gauntlet, so I had to go up and do Wyvern. So as far as that was concerned, we had that as a very clear split. I am going back to the Earth as soon as that's done, and I'm going to make a save up on the moon so I can come back if the worst happens. But then we decided, oh, it's a Scala Kitty seed. The Twin Heart was in the Pink Puff room. Surely I need to go do music, and unfortunately, music wasn't the answer, but still found the right answer. So.
I think it was just crazy too once we sort of realized what was happening, because all of the spots at the end there were so exposed. So, you know, like the Legend Sword came through the Tower Key, which was just at the hair dryers, and the Adamant was just at the Luca Cave, which was really easy to get to because it was just the original Baron or Fabul check. So the whole time at the end there, once we sort of realized where everything was, it was pretty terrifying because we knew just at any moment they could dot done and be finished.
Yeah, honestly, like watching that was pretty cool because it was really coming down to who finds a Legend Sword first. Everyone was on the moon at the same time looking for the same thing. Except what gave you guys an advantage was that Simbu and I think Syl, both of you found a Legend Sword at the same time. Except Syl did not have the Adamant. They knew where the Adamant was because Dem had it, but Syl had opted to just do other checks and pick up the Adamant later when it was pertinent to do so. And also, Demrin didn't have the pass. So that's kind of what gave you guys the edge there, because it looks like both teams kind of ended up in the same kind of situation where you checked literally everywhere except those couple spots back on the Earth that came from like wide open exposed spots early on, and it was just really cool to see how that played out, and you guys did very well.
Yeah, and we had that discussion too about, because we both I had the option to either go get the Adamant first or go join Simbu on the moon to start clearing it, and we decided just to go ahead and have me go get the Adamant in the pass first, just because then, you know, if Simbu found the Legend Sword, we would both be good to go because he already had all that stuff. But it was a really difficult decision, and I'm not 100% sure it was the correct one, but it worked out okay.
Yeah, definitely. Worked out. Seems like it worked out pretty well for you guys. The fact that like you both already had the Adamant gave you a very commanding lead when the Legend Sword was. Do you guys have any other thoughts about that seed?
Adamants for everyone.
Yeah. So
how many did
my
you guys
favorite
finish with?
I had 4 and I thought I had 5, so I was joking with Simbu. At one point when I found what I thought was my 5th one, I was like, hey Simbu, you know what's better than 4 Adamants? 5 Adamants.
Yeah,
it was just one of those seeds where like there was so much good stuff and there weren't really any roadblocks, so it was just gonna come down to who found stuff first, and that's always a really stressful type of seed to be in, especially with really good players like Demarine and Silverfire, just because you just know like if they find the right spot first, you're just gonna lose. So
and I also have to make a comment here that it's entirely possible that a new meme has been formed thanks to Trollbez. That wonderful Golbez guarding the Legend Sword.
That was really mean. And it looks like Demarin has just finished up, so GG to all racers. Very well played.
Yep, we have an official time from Demarin of 1:47.42 for a total Sylvan Spelunker time of 3:23.04.
But yeah, to continue that note, I didn't even go in pink tail if I could have. I think there were a total of 6 adamants between both of us. It's just that I decided not to go get a couple that Blaze had and not to turn in my pink tail. It was a lot of adamant armors.
Yeah, if Pidge and I were counting right, it was 5 total, I think.
It was 5 total.
It was, okay. And we have Demarin and Silverfire joining us. Nicely done. Nicely done.
I had to mess up the crystal because I just didn't want it to end.
You were just having too much fun with that scene.
Just having too much fun. Just having too much fun with this tournament in general.
So I was just telling the Mighty Quaks that that ultimately that race actually did come down to all 4 of you on the moon searching for the same sword, and it seemed like it was just going to be a matter of who finds the Legend Sword first. And I think one of you found the Avenger, and I was like, well, that's one of the swords we want, just not the sword that we want. And I believe Syl and Simbu found the Legend Sword at the same time.
Wow.
But I hadn't done Sealed Cave yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was the adamant armor, I think, was what made the difference there, because that was like when all of you were on the moon, that looked like it was neck and neck. It was just a race to the finish from there, and that was a very exciting race. So well played to all racers. For the Sylvan Spelunkers, what kind of were your thoughts on that scene? Like, what were kind of some things that kind of stuck out to you?
I really liked our play that had Demarin underground via the hook by 25 minutes.
Yes, that was awesome. Z-Man and I were like, we were
just keep going, just keep going.
Yeah. You Dem, you taking out Odin early was amazing. Like that looked like it was right down to the wire. Like
It was.
Oh,
I had like. It was. The sword was in the air. Edge would have died.
Oh yeah.
Sword was up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Edge's last action before Odin came back at you. So that was such a clutch fight there. That was insane. And that also got you underground probably a good 10-15 minutes ahead of anybody else.
Yeah, I thought we were primed to win the race at that point, honestly, when I hit that point, and I was able to pull that out with the Bacchus wine I found in the grass in Solvera, of all the places in the world. And just like, I knew we were ahead, but I didn't want to say anything because, anything can happen in these races. And so like, I just went, I went to work clearing out, just making sure I had shop checks, and took a little extra time on the elements down there, but I knew I could do it with double adamants and the gear I had. So I wanted to make sure, but yeah, I don't think too much went wrong with that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you four, I should say, go back and watch the VOD of this, which I highly recommend, by the way, you're going to see that you guys very much paired off. Demi and Blaze were doing very similar things. Simbu and Silver were doing very similar things. And, right around the 1 hour 15, 1 hour 20 mark, let's say 10-15. Pidge and I were like, okay, this it's coming down to who finds the legend first, period. Because you guys were also on top of each other, that whoever found it first was going to have that slight edge.
Speaking of Edge, talk about a good starter character. That just like opened everything up right from the start. Edge with an adamant armor in the Baron Inn? Yes, please. That was okay. So Z-Man and I were like, why couldn't we have gotten the seed last week? Like, seriously, did y'all see that early game?
I mean, like, that was literally like almost every single spot in the game that was checked in an hour 30.
Yeah, the only spot we had left was Cave Bahamut.
The only spot we had left was Twin Harp.
Yeah, and I kept Cave Bahamut because I needed levels on Porum because I wanted to make sure I had a white mage, so I went there to crack a couple of sirens just to get a couple of quick levels and then do the boss down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, which actually reminds me, Demi, you just didn't want to waste the time turning in the package for Rosa?
I would have had to go up ordeal. Like, Syl and I talked about this during the run, which is why I was underground at 25 minutes, where it's like if I see Dark Knight see someone want to turn around, and Syl's like, no, you're not turning around. And then Syl is like, Fusoy was the character from Baron. I'm like, I want to turn around. And Syl's like, no, you're not turning around. I got the package. The character in the package is Rosa. I want to turn around, Syl. I'm already underground, though.
And then she found the Earth Crystal and everything was fine.
And everything was okay. Yeah, everything was great. I went right up there and grabbed 2 characters and we were good.
Yeah, Earth Crystal was a fantastic thing to wind up in your hands because everyone else had a much more fleshed out party than you did at that point. I mean, you were doing fantastic work with the party you had, but I think you only had
She had
4
the party of
characters
Edge with an adamant armor. That's like a complete party, right?
So I asked the Mighty Quacks this, and I'm going to ask you guys. So how about that troll bez?
I did comment. I did comment that it's like, well, we have adamant armors on everyone. Sure.
I queued up the attack at the right time, so it didn't matter to me.
Yeah, same here. I definitely groaned at it though.
Yeah, you absolutely groaned at me, and I groaned at you when you said it was the Legend Sword. I groaned right.
Well, do any of you have any final thoughts about the match, the seed, anything? I guess.
I mean, I just want to say, I think I have so much respect for everybody that's a part of this tournament, and I really appreciate the opportunity. It's been amazing getting to know people better and just being able to participate with some people who are just incredible at this game. So, good game, Demarian, good game, Silverfire, and thanks comms and trackers for everything that you do. This has been so much fun, and I'm glad we get to do it one more time before it's all over.
I mean, it's not over because there'll still be pickup races. I know Syl and I are probably going to keep at it, honestly, because we run this so well. I think I always love to say that we were a team in this before there were teams in this. So we put together a lot of work.
Yeah, you two make an awesome team. I've watched both of your streams while you guys are doing this, and it's just so fun listening to you two. So I think with that, Pidge, do you have any final questions for our runners here, or any comments or anything? I think it's about time we send this out.
Yeah, I mean, I second everything that Blaze said. It's really been awesome to be part of this tournament. I really appreciate and respect everybody in it and everybody running it and restreaming and tracking, and it's just awesome. FE is awesome, and everyone should play it, and it's cool.
Absolutely.
I cannot be sad. I cannot be sad about losing to a good team.
That's what I like to hear. That's awesome.
Speaking about watching more fantastic people play this game, I think it might be a little bit too early for the raid, but I know there is a race going on tonight as part of the Power Up with Pride Marathon, so I hope everybody either raids after this or goes and watches later.
Well,
I gotta track that race. Oh God!
Funny you mention that.
Scala says we're gonna raid, so
Yes.
let's raid away. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, we are going to go to Power Up with Pride.
That's
Awesome.
right. That has been planned. So it's funny that you mentioned that, actually, because that is right where y'all are going. So with that, I guess we can hand it off over to Power Up with Pride. Please support that marathon. It's for a fantastic cause. Power Up with Pride runs twice a year, and they're supporting the Trevor Project, which is absolutely amazing. If you have some money to spare, definitely toss some donations their way. Tune in, participate in the chat. It's really fun. It's a great marathon, and enjoy the race tonight. It looks like it's going to be really cool.
Yep, absolutely. So when we get to Power Up with Pride, I believe it's going to be a Super Mario All-Stars race that we're going to be kind of in the middle of. But as soon as that Final Fantasy Free Enterprise race will kick off, so probably about a half an hour from here. And Scala Kitty, little bit of a teaser there in chat that there's going to be a custom Z Sprite debut. So you might want to check that out.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching tonight, and enjoy Power Up with Pride. And hopefully we see you on, I believe, Tuesday is our next match.
Tuesday at 8:30, Pidge. It's you and Artea versus me and Nitsky. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. Let's put on a good race for it.
Absolutely. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. And boy, this was a fun race.